are here in the KCIW radio station on our LP radio station. I'm going to say something really funny. We are on the Wild Rivers Film Festival news radio show. And as we were about to record last week, we left the door open a little bit. And a gentleman walks in and he hands us a CD. And I said, oh, well, nice. We'll play this on the radio station. He says, well, what kind of station is it? And I said to him, well, it's an LP station. He says, oh, then you can't play my CD? And I said, well, of course we can play your CD. LP as in low power. We just have a smaller tower. Not that we only play LPs as in a certain type of record. So I want to thank you so kindly to the gentleman with the banjo CD. That was the best giggle I've had in quite a while. And if you're just tuning in, we are here on the Wild Rivers Film News Radio program with something a little bit different. We want to say that if you're new to the festival, the Wild Rivers Film Festival, here's a little info. The Wild Rivers Film Festival is a celebration of indie and local cinema that happens during the third week of every August in Brookings, Oregon. Over the course of 4 days, we screen more than 46 films at 3 different locations across the city. Many of our film screenings feature Q&A and sessions from visiting filmmakers, and our festival includes daily educational panels at the library here in Brookings, VIP parties at private locations, not to be missed award ceremony with the whole red carpet, dressed to the tens activities in the evening on the final day of the festival. Festival passes are available at wildriversfilmfestival.com, all spelt out. WILDRIVERSFILMFESTIVAL.com. We cannot wait to see you at the show. And we do bring in special guests. We have a wide variety of interviewers. Sometimes you'll hear Bev Jude, you'll hear Kat Liddell, you may even hear Sue Wright. Many of the different board members from the Wild Rivers Film Festival join us here in the radio station to interview different filmmakers, volunteers, directors, all types of different interactions with what makes a film festival. And today we have the Ozman in the radio station with us.
Hey, Amanda, it's good to be here.
Yeah.
Always good to see you.
Absolutely. You too, man. You keep the vibes up, you know?
Oh, yeah, I do my best.
Yeah.
I get down sometimes, but I usually just stay home when that happens.
Well, don't we all? I mean, Nobody sees us when we're just like hiding in the dark under the covers and everything turned off. They can't even call us because their phones are turned off.
Definitely. That's me for sure.
Right? And that's part of it. That's part of being able to have that outburst of energy and be that charismatic, social, just spotlight that's just everyone wants to be around and has contagious energy. You've got that, you know?
Oh, yeah, sometimes. Thank you so much.
Of course. And believe it or not, as much as it gives to us, it's symbiotic, but then we have to go and replenish, you know?
I like that we're here talking about the film festival. I didn't know that this was a reoccurring thing. I was kind of thinking that me and you were just going to be doing an interview to promote the deal, but this is an ongoing conversation with the people involved with it. News to me. And,
absolutely.
That's really cool to hear.
Yeah, and so not everybody knows about the Wild Rivers Film News Radio show.
Yeah, well, now we're getting it going.
Exactly. And what's really phenomenal about this point in this part is when the filmmakers are in town, they do behind the scenes with us.
Oh, when you were doing the intro, that's one of the things that really stuck with me, and I wanted to mention that out loud, that the award ceremony at the end is definitely worth, like, if you buy the weekend pass and then you get to go to the award ceremony, if you like a reason to get fancy for an evening, only if it's just one time a year.
Right.
You can wear your cute black dress, or you can, you can actually wear that suit that you never get to wear. It, very good occasion to be able to dress up fancy and do a fancy party thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a photo shoot at the end, like you can get your picture taken on the red carpet spotlight.
Ooh, yeah. It's really something special in town, It's like Hollywood stars, like the Walk of Stars lit up, and everybody gets to be that superstar.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. This will be the third year that we've done it. I luckily kind of just happened into it. I was at Pirate Festival, or I was at one of the street fairs a couple years ago, and I walked up to the booth and I was like, oh, this seems like something that would be fun to do.
To the Wild Rivers Film Festival booth
that
they had just out at one of the productions.
A couple months before the first event.
Right.
I walked up to the booth and and I followed through.
Yeah.
I followed through and asked again. I seen Sue. Sue came into the restaurant I was working at, and I followed up, and that was how I got started volunteering for the film festival, and I'm so glad that I did. It's been a lot of fun, and it just keeps getting better each year.
I do.
The first year was just a little bit of a bust, because that was the year we had all the fires going on in the valley, or in the,
the area.
Yeah.
And Oregon, half of Oregon, California was on fire.
That road, the road over to Grants Pass, was shut down.
Yeah.
But you plan an event. We've been planning this event for a year. The show must go on.
Exactly.
So we didn't have very good numbers the first year.
No apprehensions. We just went for it.
You just got to keep going. And this last year we had it. We're getting the ball rolling, and it's getting cooler and cooler each year. This year is going to be even more amazing.
And more filmmakers are realizing that even though it's about 3 hours from any airport, and it's quite a beautiful scenic drive, it's a destination location. It's worth making it to.
Oh, definitely. People come here specifically from all over the planet. To see the redwood trees and to see our coastline. That's a real thing. And so, it's not just you're traveling way out of your way to go do this small event or something. No, you plan the weekend to go to the event, and there's a million other things to do around here.
It's so true. Yes. That is very true. And we want to thank 2024's presenting sponsor, KDRV Newswatch 12 out of Medford, Oregon, because they made a huge deal about the Wild Rivers Film Festival and all the filmmakers that were in the town, especially when Jackie Emerson joined us and the film Art Thief came out. There's just so many films that are really big time already. It's like some of them hit the film circuits, and you only get that special moment to really meet the filmmakers before all of a sudden they're at the Oscars, and we may never get a chance to meet them or see them ever again and appreciate their work with them in the theater, like if we're sitting in our house having our buddies over.
Yeah. I got a chance to meet a couple of the filmmakers last year. I got to meet a couple of actors.
Yeah.
And that's just really cool. They're down to earth. They came here because they care about their art. That we are now we are giving them a showcase so that they can present their art to anyone who bother to look at it. So and it's true. It's an amazing experience to be next to the person who was like, hey, it took me 2 years of my life to make this 15-minute video.
It's so
Here's my art.
Right?
Check it out. It's amazing.
It's wild how much time and energy goes into this.
Yeah.
And to create the film festival in itself, like you said, all year. It takes all year of planning meetings every week, and sometimes more than that. The board members themselves, it's a working board. They put in 20 plus hours. The advisory board members, I know I'm one. I know I put in 20 to 80 hours a week easily. And plus we all work full-time jobs. So it's like, woo, it's a real thing. And volunteers, us volunteers make this. Like people like you, Oz, man, like we would not exist if we did not have a group of volunteers. Like I'm a volunteer. We all get donated, a sponsored, like a.
I'm glad you're bringing up the volunteering part again, you know, because that's how I got involved. Was just it seemed like a fun activity to do, and now I'm definitely an advocate for trying to promote the volunteering aspect of this thing.
It's key.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to work the event. You know, you're getting to see the films. You're involved with, you're helping make the thing run. You know, no matter how small of a part you're playing, you're helping make the event happen, and it's pretty cool. I've recently gotten a chance to. I just saw Bev. Bev's our
president, our current president.
Bev is our president at the film festival, and I just seen her the other day, and she was doing a birthday party with her grandson, who's going to be a volunteer.
Oh,
him and his buddies are going to be volunteers this year at the thing, and that just made me really happy. You know, like other than my job, I don't have many young people in my life.
Right.
So now I have a job where I'm around the youth of the community.
Intergenerational.
Yeah. So like putting it out there that this is a fun thing that you can do during the summer. Help us run the event.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of cool experience that you can get, to use throughout your life by getting involved.
Very true. And it can lead to a career. Like the film industry is millions and millions of parts. Like let's say, here in town, we have the mill, we have Fred Meyer's, we have, the library, we have real estate agent. There's a handful of positions people could get into for their career if they want to stay working in town. But if they really want to make it big, like being part of this film festival essentially could land them, because it's almost like making a movie. Making the film festival really gives you a sensation of what it feels like to make a movie.
Yeah.
And so with all those components, it really will give a volunteer an option to decide how far. Maybe they really want to be a director. Maybe they want to be a light specialist, or instead of just an electrician, there's a position for an electrician, however, a light specialist who does all the special effects and all the lighting, and they get paid like $100,000 a year. Like it's no small time job to be in the film industry.
Yeah, I'm really glad you bring this up, because it's either a week or 2 weeks before the event. Here at the local college, we do a thing for the youth. I don't know what it is.
It's an actual
12
workshop.
12 to 18 or something.
Yes.
You can do a workshop for a few days or a week or something.
Yep.
And you're getting
10 days this year.
10 days this year, and you can get real experience helping behind the scenes in a production of an event. And that actually is one of the visions of our Wild Rivers Film Festival, and is very, very cool. Is we are trying to put it out there that there's all sorts of different ways you can be involved with the film industry other than just being an actor.
It's so true.
People think, oh, well, I'm not. There's some reason I couldn't be an actor, but the actor is only one part of 20 people involved to make something happen.
Before you get the actor, you need to write the script. You need a writer.
All of those things that happen,
And you have to have an editor.
Yep. I'm on the writer side of the things, like I like to write. So that's something that speaks to me.
Okay. Yeah. And there's actual script writing courses. Like, you know, there's writing courses to be like a creative writer, but then there's direct, exact formation of how to actually write and present a script to a director.
Oh, how cool! Yeah,
And that's
'cause
big
it's
money.
it's a
Big
specific
money.
it's
Yeah.
a specific way you write the thing.
Exactly.
It's not
It's
just
a format.
yeah.
Phenomenal. And being able to go to our local college, Southwest Oregon
Southwestern
Community
Community
College,
College.
is where ages 12 to 18 are totally capable of signing up and being part of the workshop to be part of the film industry and learn what parts are available and how do they get involved, and to work with actual film producers, actual directors. It's a wide variety of different teachers are on board to present to the youth, to give them another industry here in Brookings, Oregon for the film festival.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun. And this is something I only know a little bit about, but I'm sure there's still openings that you could get enrolled in taking the seminar. I'm sure there's plenty of space, and we have several months before this thing's going to happen. If anybody was listening and would want to take the seminar.
It's very true. And also, if any of our listeners, if you have somebody in mind that maybe you personally don't want to volunteer for the film festival, maybe you're more of a buy a VIP weekend pass type of person and just show up and enjoy, because we love that part. We want to spoil you and pamper you. However, maybe your friend or your buddy or your family member, they want to volunteer. So if there's anybody in your world that you're thinking of right now would be great at volunteering, they get a pass.
Yep.
They get to watch the films.
Volunteering gets you a weekend pass. You can
Yeah.
you can watch as many things as you're able to get to.
Exactly.
You will not see all of the films.
It's-
If you participate in the event every day of the weekend, and you try your hardest to see everything, you will not see all of the films. There's too many cool things going on that weekend.
Yes, and if you're a binge watcher, Netflix or anything like that, this has nothing on it, man. This is the real deal.
Yeah, I had the good fortune that last year I was positioned at the Playhouse.
Okay. The Chetco Pelican
Chetco Pelican Players Playhouse.
Okay.
That's where I was volunteering and checking people in, just being a hands-on person, whatever needed to be done, kind of a thing. But
Nice.
after everybody comes in and gives you gives their tickets to you,
Yeah.
then you're sitting there watching the films.
How about that for a volunteer position?
Yeah, so like several of the short films from last year I saw several times.
Nice. That's a bonus.
It was fun, yeah.
Sweet. And did you get a t-shirt?
I did get a t-shirt.
Nice.
Went to the event, rocked it out, man, got the t-shirt.
Yes, saw the films. I mean, that's big. That's like $150 package right there.
Yeah.
And volunteering is where it's at. It's really like, it makes everything possible. Just like KCIW, it's all volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we want to thank Tom for being here. And we want to thank everyone who does all the editing and the scheduling. And that goes the same for making the film festival. They got to schedule the films. They have to organize the filmmakers when they're going to show up, when they have the Q&A. Did you get to do Q&A with some filmmakers?
I did. I think it was Art Thief.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was Art Thief. It was the writer and director is a person of Indian descent. That's just how I remember. Remember who I actually, because I saw the film, and then as soon as the film was over, they did a Q&A with him. He was there with his dad. And I was sitting right next to him, because I had come in late, and I was like I was next to the aisle, and I'm near the front, and then the Q&A starts, and I'm literally standing like 5 feet away from the dude who made the movie I just saw.
Whoa.
It was really cool.
Whoa. That's sensational.
Yeah, and like that I'm pretty sure it's Art Thief. And anyway, that in the film they have artwork being displayed, and the guy's father painted the art that they put in the movie.
Insane.
Yeah, it's
That
like,
is so epic.
and he's like there, and you could just see it on the guy's face how just extremely proud of his son he was. He's like,
man.
he's there getting to see his son be appreciated for his art form that he spent all this time and effort to make.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was just a really beautiful experience.
Yeah.
I might have the name of the film wrong, and I apologize, but we're riffing here.
We're riffing. We are all.
It's hard to be able to remember everything off the top of your head.
That is very true. I'm very grateful for Oz just jumping in the theater just last minute. Neither one of us have a script. I mean, I do have a paragraph script. I'm going to be honest, completely honest. But doing these shows, like sometimes, like when the station's available, when the people are available, we get the mic and we present to the community all that we got.
Nice. And so we're going to be making this a regular thing. Like we're going to try and do this once a week.
Absolutely. And there will be different board members, different people in the community interviewing, especially with the college coming up and different community partnerships, like people who are supporting the film festival via being a venue to screen at the library and at Chetco Pelican Players Playhouse. All the different bits and pieces and parts that make the film festival, we're bringing everybody in. They're all welcome to speak here on the station to talk about community involvement. Filmmakers, of course, when they're in town, we bring them here. And that's what I was doing as director of VIP services, is I was with the filmmakers, scheduling them times, scheduling the interviewees with the interviewers, doing the sound, teaching the kids how to operate what is a radio show from start to beginning. You've learned sound and all those things, and what does it mean to get somebody in these seats, let alone all the way to final production through editing, all the things. And so this radio station is pretty essential to the communication with the county of Curry County and our online global podcast that reaches everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
It's so good for marketing and PR for our filmmakers.
It is. Yeah, every little bit helps, If you're an artist and you make something, just having somebody look at your thing matters. Like that's the best joy you can have from being an artist, is if someone looks at your art, even if they don't like it, they looked at it and they're like, wow. You put all this energy into creating this thing. And the more I get to know you, Amanda, the more I'm impressed with all the different things, all the different hats you wear, all the different ways you help pull stuff together. I think it's really amazing.
Thank you. And it's because of energies like you that really make it worth doing. It's like, you can only pull on so many things that, like I was talking with Pastor Barry on a different show, there's only so many things that we can try to make work. And when they don't, we have to realize within ourselves, okay, no more energy. You get no more energy. Okay, this is fueling. This is supportive. This gets energy because it's symbiosis. If it's only taking, it doesn't get any more. If it's only giving and it's too much, it doesn't get any more. It's got to be a nice balance.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and I've learned that through being completely depleted because I gave too much and being completely saturated because I took too much.
Oh, wow.
So
I do understand what you're talking about. And
Yeah.
I like that we're doing this show, and I think it's great for keeping, we're trying to build the buzz. We're getting the buzz and the energy going and keeping it going for the event that's going to happen in 5 months.
Yes, every third week of August.
Every third week in August, we will be doing the film festival.
Yep, it's the
this'll
third
be
weekend.
This will be the third annual.
Exactly. And the exact date for this year's Wild Rivers Film Festival is for 2025. We have it set August 14th, 15th, 16th, August 17th, August 18th. So I can't remember if it's Wednesday or Thursday night as our opening night. And we just have one film that opening night.
That's how it was this last year.
Yeah, we try to do that every year. So we keep the same format. And then
Gotcha.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, boom. Sunday night is the big awards ceremony where everybody dresses up.
Yeah, so much fun.
So much fun.
Yeah, I just saw the film at the library on Saturday. The first Saturday of every month, we're running a free film from the film festival last year. You can come, have a cup of coffee, drink,
nice.
eat some popcorn, or
yeah.
have a candy bar, and get to see one of the films. It's a great thing it's another thing that you could do.
Absolutely.
It's a great another thing that you could do.
Community activity.
Yeah, and you didn't get to go to the film festival last year.
Right.
You can still see some of the films each month. Every first Saturday of the month, we're doing a free film at the library.
That is so kind. And many thanks to the filmmakers that gave us approval to show their films, because that's very, very kind of them.
It is very kind of them. It's amazing. Yeah, I forget the name of the film I just saw on Saturday. And you're on the spot. You just you blank out. You blank out the names of things, but
It happens. There's one every month, every first Saturday.
yeah, it was a road trip movie. Very, very powerful flick.
Nice. And then they have the Wild Rivers Film Festival has second Saturdays at the actual office. They're on Main Street. They do 3 to 6.
Yeah, I think so. 3 to 6. Whenever the art walk happens.
Okay, yeah.
During art walk, we run a short film.
Nice.
For a half an hour, and then we play it again. So
That's perfect.
Yep.
Nice. Well, Osman, it takes volunteers like you to really make this show go on and all the behind the scenes activities. So thank you for being part of the Wild Rivers Film Festival.
Oh, I'm so happy I decided to just volunteer, and I'm excited for the next one, man.
Sweet.
I'm part of this thing.
Yes.
And it makes me happy.
We'll keep going. All right.
It brings joy to my life.
Thank you, listeners.
Thank you, listeners.